Hello guys, in this video I am going to discuss Stream API in Java. So the use of file class in Java is only to get the properties of file or directories from the Java program. Means whenever you have to read the properties of or you have to get the properties of any file or directory, then you can do so with the help of file class. But if you want to do the reading and writing inside the file, then we require some more classes of Stream API. Those classes I am going to discuss here. So stream, it represents the ordered sequence of data. So with the help of stream, we can do the reading from the file, we can do the writing inside the file. So all these stream classes or APIs have been categorized into the two parts. One is byte stream, another one is character stream. In the byte stream, we have those set of classes which do the reading and writing from the file but byte by byte. So these classes are applicable to do the reading and writing from any type of file like MP3, MP4, images, text files, all these types of file. So within the byte stream classes, whenever you are going to do the reading and writing by using the classes of byte stream, always your code should have a correct programming logic, because if your code will have incorrect logic, then maybe you will have some unpredictable result. Because in the case of byte stream, all these classes, they do the reading and writing in byte by byte. Like if they have to read the single character, and in Java, as already you are aware, that the size of character is 2 bytes. So to read the single character, these byte stream classes will require the two read operation. In the first read operation, it will read the 1 byte of the character, and the second read operation, it will read the another or remaining byte of the same character. So that's why always your program should have the correct programming logic. Another one is character stream. In the character stream, we have those set of classes or APIs which can be used to do the reading and writing from the text files. The text files are those files which can be open or readable, which can be editable by using any text editor like Notepad, WordPad, etc. So these classes do the reading and writing, but character by character and applying some kind of encryption technique also. The next one is byte stream classes. Now I'm going to discuss the class hierarchies of byte stream, because if you want to use these classes, you should be aware about these hierarchies. So as already you are aware that the topmost class of Java is object. Then we have the two subclasses of object for the byte stream, which are input stream and output stream. This input stream class, it has all those common features which should be available among all the subclasses of this, which can be used for the reading purpose. In the same manner, we have output stream. This class has those features which should be available among all these subclasses which can be used for the output stream. Means whenever you have to write down the data over the file. So several subclasses of input streams are, like the first one is file input stream class. This class can be used whenever you have to do the reading from the file. The next one is filter input stream class. This class also provides some extra methods to filter out the data from the file in the same common type. Like one of the subclass of filter input stream is data input stream, and within the data input stream we have several methods with the help of which you can do the reading and writing of some common type of data within the single read operation. Like read integer values, read character values. So we have this kind of method which can be used to read these values within the single read operation, and these are the part of data input stream. Next one is buffered input stream. This buffered input stream class, it uses the buffered memory to reduce the number of read and write operations. So that's why, because they have the buffered memory, so by using this buffered memory, they increases the performance of your application. The next one is object input stream. This class can be used to read the complete object of any class within the single read operation. Similar to the subclasses of input stream, we have the subclasses of output stream, which can be used for the writing purpose in the same manner. Like file output stream class to do the writing within the file, filter input stream to do the writing in the some common type. Like data output stream, it contains those methods which can be used to perform the write over the file in the single write operation for the common types like integer, float, string, etc. Object output stream, similar to the object input stream, whenever you have to write down the object of any class within the file, then you can write down that object with the help of object output stream class. So for example, now I'm going to discuss these classes with the help of some code, then it will be more clear. For example, look into this code. I have defined main method. Within the main method, I'm going to create the objects of file input stream and file output stream. So first of all, I'm declaring their reference variables and I'm going to initialize this reference variable with the null value. One more thing, whenever you are going to use these classes, most of the constructor and method of these classes can generate the IO exception. So use this code inside the try block or inside the block which declares that your code can generate such kind of exception. Now in this line, like here, I am going to create the object of my file input stream class. And I'm going to, within the constructor of this class, I'm going to pass the path of my file. So similar to the file class object, you have an option. Here you can pass the absolute file name or you can pass the relative file name for your file from where you have to do the reading. And whenever you're going to use the file input stream object or going to create the object of file input stream, it is mandatory that this file should be present inside your file system. So if the file will not be present, then this constructor will generate the file not found exception. While in the case of file output stream, whenever you create the object of file output stream by using this parameterized constructor in which just we pass the name of my file. So this constructor every time it creates a one new file with this name and into this location. Like here I am using the relative file name. So what it will do, it will create this file out.txt inside my same package or directory where I have saved my program. For example, you can see here I have my code here and inside this folder I do not have any file name as an out.txt. But once I will compile it, these files will be created. So by using the method of input stream, which is the read method, I am going to do the reading from my file object. Like once I have created this object, then by using this object, I am going to do the reading. And the return type of this read method is integer in type of value. So I'm going to use this value inside this variable and then I'm going to check is the value of this variable is -1 or not. Because in Java all the stream ended with the -1. So just to get the end of stream, I'm going to put this condition. Like if this read operation will return -1, it means I have reached at the end of file. So until I will not reach at the end of file, every time this read method will read the 1 byte from my input stream file, it will return this value where inside this variable a. Then with the help of following operation, like here by using the object of file output stream, I am going to call the write method, and this write method, by using this write method, I am going to write this read byte. Whatever I have read here, I am going to write this byte where inside this file out.txt. So this process will be repeated because I have put it inside the loop, and how many times it will be repeated until I will not read the end of file or -1 like here. And if at any instance any code will generate the exception, so to handle this one, I'm going to use the generalized exception handler like here, exception type, and I'm going to display this name of exception or exception object. So whenever you're going to do the reading and writing by using the IO streams, then after doing this reading and writing, always you should release the resources. It is a good programming skills that always you should release the resources. And to release these resources, in all these classes we have the close method. So by using this finally block, I am going to call the close method over these two objects, like if my object is created successfully, only then my close method should be invoked. Because if either in any statement like here or here, my code will generate the exception, and if object will not be created and you will try to call the close method like here, then again the statement of finally block can also generate one more exception, that is the null pointer exception. So to avoid the null pointer exception, first of all I'm going to put this condition like either my object have been created successfully or not. If we will have the object, only then we have to release them like here. So now see how this code will work. Like the name of my file is demo3.java, and I'm going to compile it and then execute it. Like once I will compile it, you can see the .class file is generated, and whenever I'm going to execute it, then my output file is created. And if I will look here in this output file, then you can see all the data of my input file, which is this one. It has been copied inside the output file. So this is the way how we can do the reading and writing from the file. I hope up to this point there will be no issue, and if you have any query we can discuss it on the forum. Okay, thank you.